Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your fourth and final video blog of the night for Monday, February 2nd, 2015, around 7:25 p.m. in Berwick, Massachusetts. The snow finally ending, but there was thunder snow reported in Lowell, Massachusetts. 4 inches an hour came down in Lowell, Massachusetts. Some places over 20 inches of snow. Some news to report. A Pro Football Hall of Famer, Warren Sapp, has been arrested for soliciting a prostitute. He lost his job in the NFL network because of this. And this is the second time a broadcaster has been charged with soliciting a prostitute in a month. The first one was Greg Anthony of CBS and Turner Sports, who lost his job. Pimping Ain't Easy. And Andrew Jones wants to make a major league comeback at the age of 37. Andrew, for the past 2 years, has played baseball in Japan. He's a .254 career hitter, 434 home runs, and 1,256 RBIs. He's famous for playing for the Braves for over 10 years. He hit 51 home runs in 2005, and 114 million people watched Super Bowl 49 between the Seahawks and the Patriots on NBC, making it the highest rated watch program in television history. And the duck boat parade for the Patriots has been moved to Wednesday because of the snow. And my fourth and final video blog subject of the night is about my personality profile. My personality profile tonight is about former WWE superstar, The Godfather. The Godfather was one of the most popular wrestlers during the Attitude Era in the WWE. He's famous for bringing the host down. He was a mid-card actor, was a comedy wrestler, but the fans liked him a lot. The Godfather's real name is Charles Wright, and he grew up in Nevada, and he was a high school All-American basketball player. In high school, he made the McDonald's All-American team. And he was actually bartending in the 80s, and he actually was in the movie Over the Top, starring Sylvester Stallone. Also in that movie was WWE Hall of Famer Terry Funk. And Charles Wright had tattoos and stuff, and he was tending bar. And he was interested in getting the professional wrestling business because he had that look. And Charles went to train with Larry Sharp's Monster Factory, and he became a professional wrestler in 1989. He wrestled under the name of Soul Taker in the Memphis Territory, USWA. He won the Unified World title against Jerry the King Lawler, but Lawler won it back. Then, the next couple of years, he wrestled as Soul Taker in several independent wrestling organizations. But in late 1991, sorry about that. In late 1991, the WWE saw Charles Wright, and they signed him to a contract. He wrestled on in-house shows under his real name, Sir Charles Wright. But the WWE had a great gimmick for him. The gimmick was Papa Shango. Papa Shango was a voodoo king and stuff, and he dressed wearing like face paint, and he would curse people and stuff like that. And Papa Shango made his debut on television in February 1992. He got a decent push as a heel, and he feuded with the Ultimate Warrior, who came back to the WWE around April of 1992. And this angle started when Papa Shango came down for one of the matches when the Ultimate Warrior wrestled Nasty Boy, one of the Nasty Boys, and the Ultimate Warrior won, but the Ultimate Warrior collapsed, and they had suits come down, the agent producers, and Papa Shango was cursing, and when they showed the Warrior getting medical attention, the Warrior vomited on some of the officials. That was part of Papa Shango's curse. And later on, there was an interview with the Warrior. The Warrior the goo was coming down. Papa Shango's curse had the Warrior was under the spell of Papa Shango's curse. And then there was also Papa Shango wrestled a couple of jobbers one time. The lights went out for the jobber, and the jobber was laying motionless in the ring, and his feet were on fire. unbelievable. And it was another time when, like, the wrestler, one of the preliminary wrestlers, suffered like injuries, being cursed, and also once one of their hands got on fire or they got scared. And this was pumping Papa Shango as a major heel against the Warrior. They were supposed to have a blow-off feud at SummerSlam 1992, but they had house show matches, and those house show matches stunk up the joint, no kiddingly. And the Warrior moved on to face Macho Man Randy Savage, and Papa Shango lingered in mid-card limbo. He feuded with Bret the Hitman Hart briefly because he put a curse on Bret the Hitman Hart, but that angle went nowhere because Bret the Hitman Hart became WWE Champion. And then for the rest of the time Papa Shango was in the WWE, he was on television just as winning matches against the jobbers, but on house shows he was losing to face wrestlers. Papa Shango left the WWE in June of 1993, and he went into the independent circuit. There was rumors that Papa Shango was going to come back to the WWE around summer of 1994 when Bob Backlund snapped and turned heel and put the cross-face chicken wing on Bret the Hitman Hart, and people, a lot of the officials in the WWE thought Bob Backlund would have gotten over as a heel. There was rumors going around that Papa Shango he was going to come back, and he put a curse on Bob Backlund. That would have been awful because Papa Shango flopped once as a heel, a major heel in the WWE. This would have been awful. But Papa Shango came back, but under a different character. In January of 1995, he came back as Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine, kind of like an ex-MMA fighter, and Kama joined the $1 Million Corporation headed by Ted DiBiase, and Kama had a feud with The Undertaker. He stole the urn from Paul Bell at WrestleMania 11, and Kama melted the urn to put a gold chain around him. Kama feuded with The Undertaker for several months. They had some great matches, like casket matches and stuff. Undertaker dominated that. And then Kama left the WWE in January 1996, but Kama came back as part of the Nation of Domination in June of 1997 as Kama Mustafa. He pinned The Undertaker on his return. That was also famous for Ahmed Johnson turning on The Undertaker and joining the Nation of Domination. But for the next year, Kama Mustafa was basically a utility pillar for the Nation of Domination. He wasn't in big feuds and stuff like that, just like kind of a stooge and stuff like that. But then they were talking about the gimmick that he was saying he was becoming a godfather and stuff. He was hanging out with pretty women and stuff, and he would come down to the ring with a lot of pretty women and stuff like that. He called them the hoes and stuff like that. And by the fall of 1998, the Nation of Domination split up, and Kama Mustafa was renamed the Godfather. The Godfather was a face, and he would come down to the ring, and the fans would cheer, but they would boo a little bit. But then when he brings down people to come down, he brings down the hoes. The hoes were actually models or exotic dancers from local strip clubs where the WWE was performing that night. And the Godfather would grab the mic and tell the crowd, "It's time, once again, to come about the whole train. And if you don't like this, and pimping ain't easy." The crowd goes wild for the Godfather and stuff like that. It was a comedy act, but it got over sometimes. The Godfather would offer his opponent to not wrestle him, but he would offer the hoes to him. But sometimes they would accept it, sometimes they wouldn't, and stuff like that. But it was a mid-card face act, which was pretty good for the Attitude Era. It was a kind of a guilty pleasure one. Some of the hoes who appeared with the Godfather actually became WWE divas, like Ivory Lita, Victoria, and Bobcat, who was who's now married to Al Snow. Bobcat actually won the WWE Hardcore title, but that's another story for another day. Actually, the Godfather won the Intercontinental title for about 2 months in April of 1999. I think they gave it to him because of years in the business, which it was just a token of appreciation. I could never see the Godfather as WWE champion because I don't think Vince McMahon would want like his champion with holes and stuff like that as a major character, but you never know what would have happened and stuff like that. The Godfather eventually teamed up with like Val Venus and D'Lo Brown and a couple of other wrestlers from time to time. But in the summer of 2000, the WWE was having problems with the PTC, the Parents Television Council, because they said that WWE's programming was vulgar and stuff and used swear words a lot and had characters who were promoting prostitution and fake porn stars and stuff like that. And the Godfather had to be rebranded as a good father, and he turned heel and he joined the Right to Censor, which was a parody of the Parents Television Council. Leading the Right to Censor was Stevie Richards. They had Booby Canyon, Val Venus, the Godfather, and Ivory. And this heel stable was decent. The Godfather and Booby Canyon became WWE tag team champions for a while and stuff like that. It was a good gimmick, but I think the fans really want to see the Godfather return as the Godfather. It ran its course pretty quickly, and then the Godfather returned to become the Godfather again. He would make periodic appearances in the WWE for the next 10 years on and off as like a special attraction and stuff. He was not in major angles and stuff like that, but he would appear. He appeared one time in 2005 when Lillian Garcia was with Viscera and stuff like that. He also appeared when Teddy Long was getting married to Crystal Martin in 2007. He appeared in the 15th anniversary show when he had Hornswoggle come aboard the whole train, and he would appear periodically and stuff like that. And the Godfather is semi-retired. He actually runs a gentleman's club in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's pretty interesting. And he still appears from time to time and stuff like that. And I think the Godfather probably eventually will go into the WWE Hall of Fame. He was a great character and stuff like that. It made a lot of money for the WWE, and I love the Godfather. And his famous quote is, "Come get on a whole train. Pimping ain't easy." We'll be back tomorrow. Facebook friends, YouTube followers, Daily Motion followers, Twitter followers, more video blogs. First one's going to be about top 10 players of top 10 pitchers of Angels history, and then the New England Patriots dynasty. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about Kevin Garnett. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.